Here we're going to create a design very much like a gift wrap style, but it can be used in different ways. It could be sent out as an aqua pack as well. But first we're going to use this wonderful silver tint on clear cello, which creates this nice shiny effect to the silver paper. And then we're going to use the wonderful aubergine tint, centre tint on clear cellophane that's also got wonderful silver Christmas tree across over the cellophane. So it really creates interest, lots of impact together, especially having silver and aubergine together. So first we're going to take the aubergine centre tint and we're going to fold into a square, and we're going to cut one square off this section, and then we're going to take another piece of the silver, measure that to the same and take a square. So we're going to need roughly 3 squares of cellophane with this piece. I'm going to take one more of the aubergine. So that is what you are required to wrap this particular design. We're now going to fold this first piece over and into a square and keep that to one side. So first of all, we're going to take the silver tint. I'm going to take that into the centre and catch with a piece of sellotape, and then take your other piece together down that centre, and then we'll take some sellotape right the way down that join, and that's how you get that first section. And we're going to take up the bottom of the cellophane to create this like tall triangle, and we're going to take a cane and we're going to add the cane to sit just on the inside of the cellophane. This is going to be hidden, so we take that to the back and then fold and make your next fold. It's like making a big giant aeroplane. Take your next one over into the centre and then just catch down through the centre. So you end up with a point like this, and because we've got that cane in there, it's made it very, very stable. And we repeat the process now with the aubergine tint with the silver Christmas trees on. Bring that in to the centre like so. Sellotape down that central point to hold in place. Add your cane in the middle. And hold in place just with a small piece of sellotape. And now repeat that process. So we're hiding the cane on the inside. Catch those together like so. So now you have your 2 pieces ready, and now we're ready to create your hand tied. So we've got a wonderful collection of foliages here. We've got some silver viburnum tinus, we've got some ferns, some wonderful conifer holly, and then we've got some lilac roses, some pink oriental lilies, and some pink carnations. So first we are going to take the conifer, and we're going to keep the conifer quite low to the base of the design, and the same with the holly. So this allows us to place the flower and foliage within our hand. We're now going to add a backbone to the design. So this is creating depth at the back, and also allows us to add just another piece of the viburnum tinus just to sit nicely into that area and really create that nice bushy base to your hand tide. So first of all, we're going to gently just relax the hand and place in your wonderful lilac rose. This is Pacific blue, and we're just gently teasing those roses into the front of the hand tide. So keep the rose slightly high enough to create depth. And then we're going to just place in this wonderful pink oriental lily. So this is now creating a lot more weight to the bottom of the hand tide. Some pale pink carnations, and this allows me to just gently tease those flowers nicely into the limited tide. And at the same time, because I've already got my foliage there, this is allowing me to be able to construct the limited tide a lot easier than it would be normally. So you can see that we can have everything sat nicely ready to be wrapped. Take a small piece of twine and just fasten those flowers together. So we've tied off the limited hand tide here, and now we're ready to wrap the design. So we're going to first place the silver just around to one side of your hand tide, as you can see. So this just sits nicely at the back, and then we're going to take the aubergine piece right up the opposite side. So it's running centrally right the way down the middle. So it's really giving you a definition to your flowers. So as you can see now, this really brings all your lilac and soft pinks out, and obviously bringing out the silver and the lime greens through the design. So we're now going to take a piece of twine and fasten off. So this holds all your cellophanes in place, and we're gently going to just trim, not too much away, because you still need to have some flower stem to be able to cover the bottom of the piece. So we've got your other square piece, and we're just going to take this, and the most important thing is when you are actually wrapping this particular style is that you don't want to make it that your cellophane takes control and comes too far over your flowers. You want your cellophane just to sit just below that area. So you want to measure where it's just going to sit. There's your tying point, and just gently tease your cellophane in from one side, and then do the same on the opposite side. And what this creates is a nice little fluffy area just around the base of your limited tide. We're going to take a piece of twine to fasten together. Take this around. Now sometimes when you are actually fastening your twine, if you actually have your twine and actually go round twice, when you actually pull, it won't slip the same, so it'll stay in one spot. If you only go around once, it will actually jump open. So if you go around twice, it actually knits together and stays in one place. It makes it a lot easier for you to work with. I'm just going to take off that point, and what this does is creates that nice even balance around the front like so. So it sits like a little curve over your limited tide. So now we're just going to finish off the base of the design with a voile ribbon. Just a simple over and under bow. Just add a tie so I can fasten this to the base. And again, I always like to try and make sure that anything when I'm finishing off a bow, the finishing point and the tying point and knots are hidden underneath here. I hate to see anything around the base because it always makes it look unfinished. And real nice, neat finish. And there you have wonderful limited tide to send from the shop.